Hey, what's up, guys? This is DJ. Today we got some new and updated mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total, 19 mods. All platforms got 5 new and 10 updates. And PC and Mac players got 1 new and 3 updates. In today's video, I'll show you all the new mods, plus their customization, and we will review every mod that got an update. Alright, starting off today with some new ones for all platforms, we have Black Mountain, Montana. This is from Poor Boy, however, he has recreated the map from Hoot's version back in Farm Sim 17. This is based on a flat area near Missoula, Montana. Most of it is mountainous and forestry inclusive, but we do have some flat areas for farming as well. We do have 2 new crops, alfalfa and black bean. We have soybean straw and corn straw. Corn straw can also be added to pigs and cows for feed. Several new field types, including coal, gravel, dirt, and others. Carpentry makes shingles, staircases, prefab walls. You will need the platinum expansion for that stuff to work, though. The sawmill does chip and bark is used to make charcoal, or you can sell it, and the farm is completely sellable. 90% of the fences are sellable as well. But soybean, sugar beets, potato, and corn all have new textures, and soybeans are in rows, so everything you would expect to see for Poor Boy modding is based on this map as well. There's a lot of really cool stuff, plus we have a big rock pile, so if you guys want to get your excavator or your wheel loaders out and load that rock pile up, you can do that. A lot of really cool stuff here. So taking a look, this is going to be your PDA. Mountainous regions are spread out. Fields are more or less individual. We do start off with farmland 15 and 13, which is farm 5 right here, and then we have our main farm area around. I'm just going to poke in real quick so we can take a look at it from the air. We do have Taylor Farms sheds on here, which is super cool. And then we've got a couple, excuse me, a couple other things there as well. Animals right across the road. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's take a look at what we get in new farmer mode. And it's a lot. We got a new Holland T6 Steyr. We also have a new Holland T7 as a big tractor. We got the Mack Pinnacle 6x4 harvester. We have 2 brand new Komatsu pieces of equipment there. New Holland telehandler and skid steer to match. Forklift. We've got an old pickup truck. We got a tipper, header, corn head, cultivator. We have a direct drill. We've got a rear mower. We have a windrower, which is the best one. We also have a Strautmann Zellon loading wagon. We're round baler. Stuff for doing forestry work, small and large. We also have 2 front loaders. All kinds of attachments for everything. Plus, we have a Bachmann trailer. Everything you could possibly need and more. And your second new map today for all platforms, here we got 2, is going to be Rosendal from Alice 9. This is actually based off of a real-life location where they live in West Norway. They do say the Norwegian terrain is very interesting. It's challenging. As you can see, they have used the Swiss map as the base in the back, but a lot of different stuff here in the middle. They do say in real life all of these areas are going to be grass fields, but for the sake of gameplay, well, it may not be as fun for everyone to jump in and be like, oh yeah, I'm a grass farmer now. Don't take that the wrong way. In here, we've got a lot of different stuff, and we've got some massive terrain jumps as well. Speaking of jumping, I'm not sure what just happened there. I don't think it has anything to do with the map. I think it's just, I haven't played Farm Sim 22 on this computer in a while. That's it. Let's jump in and take a look at our PDA and see what we've got. So here you go. We do have an area down here that's kind of usable, I guess. You can get down in there, the edge of the map. You can't fly off of it, but we do have areas all around, so anything inside this black line is kind of fair game. Also, there's a train as well. You can see right here, train is rocking and rolling. It's just got a little loop down here at the bottom, and it rocks that loop. If you want to get it, of course, you can rent the train. 2 different locations. We do have a sell point there, and then we've got a couple different loading silo sell points here too. So you can do that, or you can even put your own on the side. That is a doable thing too. We do have some animals spread out around, and if we take a look at the area that we start with the new farmer, we get farmland number 10, which actually includes fields 74, 10, 17, 73, and 21. So we have a couple grass fields. We have a couple fields that are ready for you to do whatever you want to them. Plus, we have a wheat and oat field ready to rock. Speaking of, let's find our farm first. Here we go. Oh, we are up, huh? I need to get out of here. There we go. All right, so here is going to be your main farm. Very cool building right there, too. That's pretty neat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Otherwise, you know, it's a pretty standard map overall. It's farming simulator, so they're all going to play the same. It's just where you playing differently. And this has got some really interesting terrain. Super, super highs. And, I mean, well, ocean level lows. It's pretty awesome. Next up, we have the Lizard Forest trailer pack from HR Forest. We said that we would probably have a mod from them coming up soon. I just didn't know it was going to be this one. We have two versions in here. We have the small version as well as the big version. It's basically a dual axle triple bunk or 3-axle quadruple bunk. Back and forth between those. We'll show off the largest one today. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, and that's it for the tires. Main color, we have their full color palette here. We'll go with bright red. That's going to be your bunks. Claw color, we've got a couple different ones here. Let's go with bright green. There you go. Crane color, sorry. Claw color. Now we've got that. We'll go with the dark purple. And, of course, rim colors are rim colors. We'll go with yellow. May not be the most pretty color in the world, but at least you can see the differences between them. And really, that's kind of it. And one of my favorite types of mods to get, fences. These are the Brazilian fence pack, but I can't for the life of me figure out what's Brazilian about them. Nonetheless, we've got all kinds in here. We've got a couple different ways to open stuff. So we have multiple large bits there. And then we have another set that matches through here, as you can see. We've got two different types of fencing. Plus, we've got a bit in the middle. Then we've got more of like a corporate style setup. I'm not quite sure. Even the transformer at the top. All of that is included as a fence. Then we have some smaller white stuff through here. And then we've got another set of barbed wire and all kinds of different. Moving along, we've got more, again, like a corporate style setup and walls. Can you believe both of these are different walls? I'm not sure what's different about them, but they exist nonetheless. And lastly, we have whatever in the world is going on here with coal production. This is the sell point for coal production, and it doesn't like flat ground very much. So, you know what? It's lost its privilege to be shown off because I don't know what in the world's going on with that thing. Nonetheless, we have the coal production itself. If we jump in here real quick and take a look. Well, that just doesn't... Is that not doing its thing? Just does this thing. There you go. Wood in, coal out. Coal can be sold. They do say output charcoal? Is coal and charcoal the same thing? I don't know if coal and charcoal are the same thing or not. Nonetheless, that's really it. It's just a new type of thing. Jumping over to updates for all platforms. First one's the Case IH Magnum 340-400 Series Special Edition FL for Mac Trucker 921. This is version 1001. Fixed an issue that only half of the strobe lights would light up when activated. Upgraded the strobe lights to include red and blue strobes as an odd added config. It fixed an issue with the floating decals. If you guys are curious, this is the case that I'm using right now on Edgewater. Currently setting up for the thumbnail right now, and I just saw how awesome the blue strobes look. We got some extra little blue strobes in the back, blue strobes around the top, and in the front we've got those in yellow and red as well. That's pretty darn cool, man. Next, we have the Valtra T120-T190 version 1.1. Added the 2004 through 2007 facelift models, corrected the powers of the pre-facelifted models, adjusted sounds and added realistic sounds for cabin animations, adjusted colors and materials, and adjusted prices to be more in line with in-game vehicles. Next up, we have the new Holland Serie L and TL version 1.4. This is a fun one. They've added a no cabin version, so nice and open. Something a little bit bigger, the versatile and New Holland 4-wheel drive tractors from BC Bueller Farms is version 1011, fixed oscillation behavior. From Farm Mods TV, we have their X7 VT drive track version 1.5. Two new engines have been added, a 300 and 350 horsepower version, and now the tracks are 3D. Next up, the Stihl MS 661C. This is version 1.1. They've added a new chainsaw, the Stihl MS 441. Next up, the Planet Modular BGA from Caster. This is version 1001. Mod description version's been updated and adaptation to the Gerval DLC Bales. Next from Almatana, the Pallet and Bale storage. This is version 1.1. They've added 16 new storage buildings. It's insane. There's so much going on with this mod now. Look at that. One mod that I think is seeing its first update in like a year plus is the automatic shipping of animal products. This is version 1001. They've added a milk tank. Productions no longer display on the price list, and productions are no longer targeted by missions. These may have been updates that are recently needed, or they may have been needed for a while. This was one of the only ways to transport animal products and things like that when the game started, but now we got a couple different ways to do it. And another mod. This is your last update for all platforms, by the way. The Tensionbelt Support from Dorschmied. This is version 1001. Added some new weights. There you go. That's all they needed to do. And your only new one for PC and Mac players today is going to be the Pomot T544-1. This is exactly the same as the Lizard T507-1 that released last week for all platforms. So if you have that and you're on crossplay, well, go ahead and keep it. But if you're on PC Mac and you want to get something that's branded, here you go. 6.7 thousand liter capacity. It's going to be slurry and digestate. 2.4 tons, 80 horsepower, 12 meter spread at 10 miles an hour. Very basic through there. We do have wheel brand options from Trelleborg, Continental, Rosendal, BKT, and back in again. It looks like we could change up those Trelleborg tires, which is nice, and the Rosendal tires, which is nice, and the BKT. Yeah. That's nice too. Not the Michelin's. The fenders. We can change up a couple different styles of fenders. The pipe, yes or no decals. You can take them off completely, exactly like the all platform version. We can also take off the sticker on the very back, and then we have some color options. We have the main color itself, so that's your frame. We have design color, which is the pump at the front. We have another design color here, which is going to be your the hose, and then of course we have rim color. All right, let's end it out with some updates for PC and Mac players. The first one is the map Landersum version 1.2. Fix farm IDs for default placeables. Fix the growth for grapes and olives. Fix farm storage placement and sounds. Fix PDA typo. Fix farmlands. Fixed mulching. Removed superfluous scripts. Removed some deco objects from Hessling Farm. Removed the predefined farms from multiplayer, added paintable grass, added vehicle selling trigger to vehicle shop, and increased the mod description version. Second update is going to be the Dammann Profi Class 7500. This is version 1.1, added selective weed control configurable, which does require the precision farming DLC, but is really cool. They've also revised the model, and the dirt on the model has been revised too. And your last mod today is going to be the Unimog Build Up Tanks version 1.2.5. Description version increased, of course it is. Change the clip distance, fix the food tank error to fill water at the lake or at the water barrel, and also slurry tank bug has been fixed to transfer slurry. Well guys, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like on it if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure your notification bells are on as well. That way you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. Already dropped farm sim news for today. We talked about the pumps and hoses update, so that's going to be pretty cool. And also yesterday dropped a farm sim news blooper video. Well, I say farm sim news, it's kind of like the news. Either way, go check it out. I hope you guys have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.